You know, with all of the things that have been happening in the gaming world recently, the DEI, diversity, equity and inclusion stuff, the woke narratives, the bad games, the even worse sales numbers, the uncertainty that is to come with new games and how the gaming industry will progress, and the fight against the narrative and the battle to bring back gaming to the glory that it once had. It's very good to have a day when you learn something very good that has just happened. And to me, this is one of the better days when I'm making the videos, because I can finally talk about something positive without all those things that I just mentioned. Good day, ladies and gents, my name is Helzo and I'm DiscussThing, and I want to say one thing. I was extremely happy to have read what had just happened, because it's just a glimmer of hope, and it's just seeing how a platform takes the side of gamers in a very definitive stance. If you don't know what I'm talking about, GOG, Good Old Games, the website where you can find older and newer games on great deals and just play them on your PC that are being kept up at the website for a long time, and you can just enjoy a lot of their stuff for great deals, has just released something very nice. And I will explain what I think about it, but I'd rather just show you first a video from them regarding this, and then talk about what they have given us, the gamers who badly needed it.
These are your games, the games that made you who you are, the games from your childhood. You wanted to play.
I think that is the honest trailer guy.
But they are disappearing. Most are gone already. You can't find them, store them, or play them.
Yeah, we all been there.
All games part of the GOG preservation program.
Yep.
We call them good old games, have been preserved and maintained by GOG. We dug them out from where they were buried and used our own resources to make them compatible with modern systems,
this
controllers,
just so awesome.
and resolutions, often correcting game-breaking bugs in the process.
Yeah.
We commit to maintaining them compatible. Our guarantee is that they work, and they will keep working. On GOG, your gaming legacy is always in your hands, not anyone else's.
Damn. So this is the GOG preservation program, which is something truly amazing. If you're like me, who is a 34-year-old gamer that grew up with games like Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2, Gothic 1 and 2, the first Diablo game, the first Warcraft games, all of those games, even DOS games, you know what feeling those experiences left in our hearts, and how we got hooked right there and then with amazing stories, with at the time groundbreaking effects and animations and graphics and gameplay. And over the years we've had newer games that came up, some of them great, some of them not so great, some of them abysmal. Well, these old games, if you're like me, they stay in your heart, and every now and then you do want to come back and just replay them. I've recently started a streaming series for retro games, and the first game that I'm playing, even though it's an official enhanced edition, is Devil May Cry 3 Dante's Awakening, which is a game from 2005, and it's, in all sense of the word, it is an old game. Yeah, not as old as a lot of the other games, but it's still pretty old. And yeah, some of these games do have enhanced editions, they get remastered, remade, they get new updates constantly, and they're playable on your PCs, but a lot of other games are not. They get, as the video said, forgotten, buried, left to just collect virtual dust and not be able to be played. If you remember, we sometimes needed to do compatibility settings on our computers just to be able to run a similar older version of Windows, just to be able to play a game. You know that we are currently playing 1080 and above resolutions, and a lot of these games didn't have them, and you had to either download a shady patch to upscale them, and it didn't look so well, or you have to resort to playing on older resolutions that are for older types of monitors, you know, the big chunky ones, if you are a younger person and haven't actually experienced that form of gaming. So what GOG is doing is basically taking those games and giving them new life and giving us the chance to basically dive into our own childhood and relive it again and just experience that thrill. As a gamer myself, I found out that I do enjoy older games more than a lot of the newer games. That's partly because the games that I used to play were games made to entertain people, to cater to the gamer, to give them the best experience. They didn't have a lot of censorship. They didn't have any actually ideology inserted into them. They just wanted to do their best to entertain people like me as a gamer, because you go out, you buy a game, and you expect to get your money's worth. You pay what was then like 20, 30, 40 dollars or euros or whatever your currency is, and you just wanted to be entertained, and this is what they strive to do. Sure, there were some games that were not so good. We had bad games as well. We had boring games, but they didn't have the issues that modern games have. Because modern games, first of all, they have all the budget, especially the big companies. They have all the budgets necessary to create masterpieces left and right. You have hundreds of millions of dollars just being thrown at game studios for each game, and they have the opportunity to provide the best experiences ever. And instead of doing that, they decided that because gaming is so big and so massive and has become something truly global on every level, they decided that they have to insert some real world politics, some woke ideology, some absolutely unnecessary stuff that do not belong in any video game. And they have shifted from providing the best possible entertainment for the majority of gamers to just catering to such a minuscule part of activists that don't really play video games all that much and just are pushing to have their message there. And it's just become so ugly, that because you're destroying franchises like Dragon Age Velgard is doing to the Dragon Age franchise. You're having games that just utilize all the best that came before them and just running into the ground. And I just want to show you some of the games that I'm sure a lot of you know about. This is the preservation program page, and it says time is erasing the games that shaped you. Forgotten, incompatible, unplayable. We can fight back. Like games in the program, 100 games are already there. There are 501 game improvements, and you can see just here sliding some of the games that we grew up with. Vampire the Masquerade, Heroes the Complete Edition, System Shock, Arcanum. Arcanum was one of my best and most played games. Dungeon Keeper 2. I haven't played a lot of the Dungeon Keeper 1, but Dungeon Keeper 2 was one of the most amazing game. Anno 1404. Like, such amazing game. Myst is here, the Masterpiece Edition. These are all games that we enjoy. Diablo, Hellfire, like the game that started an entire franchise and just reshaped the gaming industry when it was released. It was in 1995, and you can see here we have Witcher 2, we have the first Witcher, we have Roller Coaster Tycoon. This is a game that I have played so much. That and Transport Tycoon Deluxe. Have Worms United. This is just some of the games that are here. Fallout. Do you need anything more? SimCity. You have so many games. You have even some a bit more recent games, that Dragon Age Origins, not that old like the ones that I just said, and Jazz Jackrabbit. If you haven't played Jazz Jackrabbit, I highly recommend you play it, because this is one hell of a fun game. And all of these are available, upscaled, ready to be played on the most modern computers without any issues with Windows 10, Windows 11, and they're here for you because a company decided to just look out for gamers and just bring them a little bit of that good old nostalgia and just make what made them gamers and what started their journey able to be there again. And I will be playing at least half of those games in my upcoming streams, because I do want to bring retro games back into the scene. This is one of the things that I just want to do, because these games shaped not just me, they shaped not one but at least two generations of gamers. They set the groundstone. They set the scene for what it could be done. They made people feel better by just providing them a bit of escapism and entertainment to take their mind off of the world that to this day is more increasingly shaking and difficult to navigate for a lot of people. So these games are just there, and they were there when we were kids. Now we can relive them again. I know that this might not be something typical for me, it's just me drooling over the whole thing, but you have to imagine what I felt and what I'm sure a lot of people felt when they discovered this, when it was announced and released. Like, memories are a good thing, and memories sometimes can also help us and not just keep us back. And when you can relive some of those memories and just take yourself back to a more innocent time when you didn't have so many worries and you didn't have so many things on your head, is something that can very much help you move forward and bring you new strength to do what is necessary of the present you. And this is exactly what this initiative and this program will accomplish in a very large scale, in my opinion. I strongly urge you to look at these games. If you're someone younger and don't know these games or haven't grown up playing them, I highly recommend the games that I listed, and as well as the other games. There's description in every game. You can find out what it is about and just pay a small amount of money and just boot it up and enjoy your time. Enjoy what used to be pure gaming experience. Nothing unnecessary, just the best effort that the developer at the time wanted to have in terms of your entertainment and providing you with the satisfaction of playing their game and making sure that you enjoy it, because that's when they can enjoy the positive feedback, the money, and they can continue being game developer and follow their passion as well. And that is what we're currently fighting to bring back and to preserve for a long time ahead. So go out there, check out these games, and may you have a blast. Thank you for watching this video and for sticking around for so long if you did. If you enjoyed this video and my other content, click the like and subscribe button to follow me here. If you want to support me directly, click the join button and join the DiscussThing army on the 3 tiers that I have presented and have a lot of perks with. If you want to help me to support helping homeless animals, feeding them, housing them, and taking care of animals in shelters, go to my Patreon page in the description below and become a member there. All the proceeds go to helping homeless animals and animals in shelters with whatever we can. Thank you for watching. My name is Helso. This was DiscussThing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers and stay fresh.